Everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Bennare. Today I'm going to talk to you a bit about what my spiritualism has been taking me, where I am now in the craft. As you know, for the past few months I have been in a bit of a hectic space. When things really started to snowball before the move, I kind of started questioning my space in the craft. And what I mean by that is, I've been taking a lot. I was thinking that I was taking way too much from the craft. And you know, for everyone who is practicing craft knows that if you take, you give back. And I wasn't giving back. I was taking. I was being selfish. I was being greedy. The darker aspect of me. I was being very greedy, very selfish, and I wasn't giving back. But I took a step back and was like, wait, this is not how it's supposed to be. So I kind of actually separated myself from the craft for a little bit. I stopped praying to the gods. I stopped doing daily spells and energy work, and I literally just kind of separated myself like that because I'm just like I didn't feel like I had a place there at that time. I wasn't giving back, so I literally completely withdrew from the craft, and I had no intention to go back because when I moved down here, or I moved, I left all my stuff. I left my books. I gave away my books. I left my college. I left my blasting rod. I gave it back to the earth. A lot of my tools, I passed it down to another witch who needed them more than I did. And I moved here and I had no intention. Absolutely none. I was just like, okay, I'm fully converged. I am a freelance spiritualism, I guess you can say. Well, the surprisingly fact, I actually come from a very long line of spiritual mediums, or spiritualists. So I decided to go back to the spiritualist thing, because it's not too different from craft to spiritualism. But with spiritualism, it's more of communicating with the deceased, with those on the other side, and those in Summerland or in the world unseen. And, well, I still held strong to the celebrating of the holidays. I was still very strong on certain things. But anyway, I got a few books about spiritualism and mediumship because like I said, I come from a very long line of mediums, a very long line of spiritualists in my family. Gifts actually do run in my family very fluently. I do have gifts to communicate with spirits on the other side, or those who've crossed over. I have had gifts since I could remember. And so does my sister, my mother, my uncle, and my grandparents. Everyone from this family does. And so I started getting into that, and I bought some books that were kind of in that subject. And I kind of read it, and I was like, you know what? I think I finally found my place. I think I'm going to be a spiritualist. I think I'm going to take this this is my path. I know this is my path, and this is how I'm going to help people. This is how I'm going to give back. And so I started taking on that aspect of, you know, meditating every morning, welcoming spirit and the spirits around me in my life and interpreting them, being embodiment of love and light, a lot of other stuff. And I did that for a few weeks, or like for a month or two, and I guess I opened up a part of myself. Or I started communicating with something, because when the full moon came, I felt that pull again. And I got that sudden urge, like, I need to practice. I need to dance. I need to let that creative me out. And I guess I kind of slowly slipped back into it. But this time around, everything is more clear. It's not exactly a take. I'm not really desiring what I desired first. And I guess what's different between me then and me now, even though it's only in a 2-month, 1-month span, is the fact that before this move, I was demanding. Like, I wanted this, I wanted that, and I'm not going to give back to you because you're not giving me this. And I guess I was still heartbroken and very upset, because I was doing a lot of stuff to get back one of my ex-relationships, and it was a really, really bad spot. But now, I feel like I really didn't a whole rebirth, I guess you can say. I took everything back. I went really back to the basics, and I started from my core, and I'm reaching outwards. And I'm understanding now that I'm connected to everything. Everything that I do affects everyone. So I try to be in the purest light and in the purest love. And I know now for a fact it's not all about power. And one thing about in my past self, I guess you can say, the darker aspect of me was I wanted power. I wanted to feel like I had a place. But now I kind of feel like I have a place. I have that wanting, that yearning to have a place. I don't have that anymore. I do have a place amongst everyone. And my craft, I use it to express everyone. I use my craft is not for myself anymore, but for everyone else. I mean, granted, I do some spells now to protect myself and to heal myself, because you got to make sure that yourself is protected and whole before you can heal other people and protect them. And I've been getting a lot into that, healing other people. One thing that I've looked into that I've really found a connection to was Cottage Witchery. And a lot of people don't know about Cottage Witchery is that it's not just Cottage Witchery, Kitchen Witchery, is that it's not just about the kitchen. It's the home. It's protecting the home. It's protecting the people in it, and opening your home and your being and yourself to those who are in need, or to anyone that comes to you. And it's just basically giving people that home. And I kind of want to do that. I guess that's my spiritual expression. It's giving that people that love, that light, as though that this is their home. Because the earth is your home. Your earth is the only place. And I guess that's what's been really drawing me to the cottage witchcraft. Because it's something that is completely up my alley. I'm working with the home. I'm working in the kitchen. I love working, baking and stuff. I always had a little bit of a knack for little stuff. Bigger meals, ugh. Anyway, but I just think it's incorporated because it's more about, it's really about incorporating magic into your everyday life. And you can talk to any cottage witch, or any witch that incorporates kitchen witchery into their life. And, you're living it. It's more of a living practice, and that's something that I currently need at this moment. And I mean, another month I could be doing ceremonial magic. I don't know, but I also, with my new experience, my new knowledge, I'm also working hand in hand more and more with beings around me, like my spirit guardians and my spirit guides, and I really do feel like I have a place amongst them all, and I don't feel so lonely, and I'm not really demanding everything, and I know I do have a couple slip-ups, and I had a couple slip-ups, but I'm human. We all make mistakes. It's what we get up that takes us back, and we get back on our feet. And believe it or not, you are not alone. None of us are alone. We're all connected, and for the craft, I do believe it's a beautiful expression for those who practice. And I guess this is just my spiritual rant, and I thank you all for listening to me. I just needed to get that off my chest. I needed to share that. Let me know what you guys have been experiencing, because I know a lot of you guys have recently had that kind of that negative pull, and someone actually commented on one of my past videos when I asked you about the negative pull. I want to know now what you guys are experiencing. What's going on with your lives? Have things gotten better? Have things become more clear? I know Mercury's in retrograde, but forget about that. If things actually putting into place for you, tell me down below. Like, subscribe, definitely leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. Or from anyone, really. May good fortune smile in your favor. Farewell, and blessed be.